Is there any other switch to turn it on this screen? Have you seen the IT room up there? The IT room by the staircase corner. Can somebody help me to turn it on if you know? Can someone help me to turn it on? If you know? If you know? That's why technology is not always an ideal thing in education, right? The manual way is many times better. You could not? So please go to IT section and call for help. Is there any other switch, if you know? Anyone? You are losing time. Second semester. Okay. We could not do? Oh, okay. Okay. Do we have to press it on again?
Yes, sir.
It should be blue, right? Or yes, blue. Okay. Just a minute. Where is the course packet? Yes. Okay. So, let me begin the lesson. Yesterday you read the course description, right? You read the curriculum. So, how many themes are there? How many themes? 5. What is the theme? When I say the story has a theme, what do I mean? A theme is the dominant idea in a story. An idea that comes again and again throughout the story. If you read a story and you feel very fearful throughout the story, then fear is the theme of this story. Right? For example, in the story Dawn, success can be one theme because the story shows how you can get success in business. Right? So the 5 themes, what are they? What is the first one? Storytelling in business. For example, if you go to learning unit 1, you can see there is storytelling in business. The first column in your curriculum has the learning units, contact hours, right? And the second column in boldface first does the theme, which is from the course description, right? Are you getting me? Are you getting me? But this is not the right way of learning, because I am speaking, you are listening. You are comfortable, I am not comfortable. because I have to work. You should be uncomfortable and I should be comfortable. You should be working, right? So, then second is ambition. If you go to second unit, for example, learning unit 2, can you see learning unit 2? Ambition, success and happiness. For example, The Laughing Heart, the poem. On Happiness, the essay. Death of a Salesman, a drama, a very long drama. Last year I didn't teach. I said you read on your own. Maybe I won't teach this year also. Certain things I don't teach. I live on you. You should learn that, you should know that many times teachers do not help you. Right? Then you should do on your own. I may or I may not. Okay. Then you have a third theme, for example, in the course objective. So you have inter-cross-cultural communication. How when you go to a foreign country, Dubai or Saudi Arabia, America, etc., different culture, how do you communicate? How do they communicate to you? What problems arise, right? For example, if you see unit 3, for example, unit 3, it has that theme, inter-cross-cultural communication. You have a long essay. This is also essay. This is also essay. This is also essay, all essays. Very long and a bit irritating, difficult, lots of details. Headings, subheadings, points. It was really challenging for me to teach this for the first time, right? This unit requires lots of motivation to read it, so maybe boring to you if you don't like such themes. But it is full of information. Then unit 4, what is the theme? Negotiation and persuasion. In business, there is a lot of negotiation. When you go to buy something, you negotiate the price, right? You do bargaining, right? When you start a business, you have to negotiate with so many people about everything. Then persuasion. If I'm a buyer, I will try to persuade you to reduce the price for me. If you are a seller, you will try to persuade me to buy at a higher price. Persuasion. So we have a story where a boy is trying to persuade a girl to have sex. Difficult, right? And how the girl reacts, right? Then you have another story, Shooting an Elephant with George Orwell, a very famous story. George Orwell was a police officer in colonial India, in Burma. And he saw something there. This story is based on a real incident in Burma before 1930, 40, I guess. Then you have unit 5. What is the theme? Critical thinking, creativity, and innovation. 3 themes. Someone tell me what is critical thinking? I told many times about this term last semester. What is critical thinking? There are 2 words. Thinking. Critical thinking, one thing is learning how to think systematically. And there is a problem in many of us that is called overthinking. At night, sometimes I wake up in midnight, then sleep wouldn't come. I'm lying in the bed, and then I start thinking, and I can't control. This is very harmful, very harmful. This is called overthinking. A topic enters my mind, and I think a lot, and it has no use. That is not critical thinking. Critical thinking is when I say something, you raise a question on what I say. That is critical thinking. When I say something, you say, Divakar sir, why should I believe you? Show me the evidence. That's a critical thinking. When I say something, you hold your belief. You don't believe me right now when I say. you cross-check, you verify. That is critical thinking. When I say something, you say, give me a reason to believe you. That's critical thinking. When I say something, you say, give me an evidence to corroborate the reason. That's critical thinking. So critical thinking is a better way of thinking. Scientists are critical thinkers. Intelligent people are critical thinkers. And if you want to succeed in business, you should be critical thinkers, right? Then you have creativity. Now, critical and creativity, some people say they are opposite, but they have similarities. Also, creativity is primarily imagination. Creativity is primarily imagination. You imagine and you create a poem, you create a story, you create a solution to a problem. What's business? You see a problem in society, people have a problem, and you think of a solution to the problem and you come up with a product. And you say, here is a product, and people buy it. That's creativity. Creativity is creating value in ordinary things, right? Then you have innovation. You have Mr. Pun's Innovation Center at TU. What's the name? Mahavir Pun's Center? National Innovation Center. Have you been there? Anybody? Why would you go there? You have been. It's in the premises of Tribhuvan University. Innovation, you make something quite new. You discover something. You develop something, right? So you have like a poem, Life is Fine, where somebody tries to commit a suicide by jumping in the river. Last year I was teaching this poem, and the same day, the day when I taught this poem where the hero jumps into the river to commit suicide, one of my friends committed suicide by jumping in the Rapti river. He was a famous teacher. He was never found. I didn't know how this coincidence happened. I was teaching this poem in the classroom around 8 o'clock, and in the morning at 4, he left home and jumped in the river. So we have a creative poem. Langston Hughes, have you heard his name? No? You read poetry? No? Have you bought any poetry book? No? Who bothers about such things, right? We bother about money, right? Sorry, I'm not blaming you. Creative destruction. A long, multi-part text. Your boss knows more about innovation than you. A very good text about what is good management. Mostly management, as I've seen, is autocratic, dictatorial, and control-oriented. And the writer says that that's not a good management. Good management is one that is based on respect for talent, right? Promoting talent. So this theme. Then you have 5 minutes, 5 themes, right? Okay. Take 3 minutes time. Take a pen. And out of your memory, write these 5 themes. Don't consult the mobile phone. Don't consult the mobile phone. Out of your memory of listening to me for the last 10 minutes, write the 5 themes. What are the 5 themes in our course? Write down A, B, C, D, E. Quickly, 1 minute. What are the 5 themes in our course? Look, you changed my teaching plan because you came without reading the story. If you are not able to recall some, ask the friend sitting next to you. First, try to recall yourself. If you could not recall all 5, let's see how much you can recall. What were the 5 themes that your English teacher talked about right now? Did you write? Who got all 5? Who got all 5 in their copy? You got all 5? Not? Okay, now verify. Cross-check if you got all 5. Storytelling in business, ambition, success and happiness, inter-cross-cultural communication, negotiation and persuasion, critical thinking, creativity and innovation. You know why you could not remember all 5? Because you listened to the teacher, right? And listening is a very poor way of learning. If you had read the curriculum again, you would remember more. Okay. Now we have a word, academic writing. So academic comes from the word academy. What is academy? If you know, academy was the name of a school that the famous philosopher Plato founded in Athens centuries before. And this school ran for 1,000 years. So you can imagine how good this school must have been. Plato established a school. And the name of that school was Academy. It was such a powerful school. It ran for how many years? 1,000 years. Where? Athens. Which country? Today? Greece. From that we have the word academy. Academy today might mean a college, school, university, a place of learning. Even besides school, college, university, we have other academies, like we have Fine Arts Academy. We have Nepal Academy at Kamaladi. Nepal Academy. What do you call that in Nepali? Nepal Academy. We have NAST Academy, National Academy for Science and Technology at Saddobato. Have you seen? NAST, National Academy for Science and Technology. You have Music Academy. You have Performance Art Academy. You may have, right? So from academy, we have the word academic. Academic writing. So what might it mean? Yesterday you did some writing in the last part of my class, right? That's academic writing. Right now you made some notes, right? That's academic writing. You took exams, right? That is academic writing. Whatever writing you do as part of your college study, that is all called academic writing. And mostly you will see that academic writing is argumentative. For example, research is academic writing. Term papers are academic writing. Thesis is academic writing. Dissertation is academic writing. Exam essays are academic writing. Summary essays are academic writing. In all these, mostly you make arguments, you make a claim and support. You have a book in your course. For example, you have a separate book. What is the name of the book for academics? How to Write for University. Academic Writing for Success. There is a thick book with 300 pages and 16 or 18 chapters. We'll finish that quickly. We can't give a lot of time for that. Okay, I simply took you through the curriculum. Now the first text in your course is Shoe Dog, a memoir by creator of Nike. Who was the creator of Nike? Who established the Nike shoe company? Phil Knight, right? Memoir. What is a memoir? Take a mobile phone and open your favorite AI, because you will do it all. I can't stop you from using AI. Open your favorite AI, whatever it is, ChatGPT or Gemini or any, if a paid version, and ask them, what is a memoir? And note down the information in your copy. Did you write? Don't take a lot of time. Do quickly. Google and ask, what is a memoir? And write the information you get. Done? Read out your definition of memoir. Read out.
A memoir is a form of autobiographical writing, but it's distinct from a complete autobiography.
Okay, let me read myself. A memoir is a form of autobiographical writing, but it's distinct from a complete autobiography. Okay. So a memoir is autobiographical writing. What is an autobiography, girl? What is an autobiography understanding?
Story of a real person.
Story of?
Real person.
A real person. Okay. What is the difference between biography and autobiography?
Autobiography are written by an individual about their life.
About themselves. Okay. And if I write my life story, will it be autobiography or biography? It will be autobiography, because auto means self, right? And if I write her life story because she pays me money, I'm a writer, that will be biography. Got it? Memoir is closer to biography because memoir is memory. Memoir is memory from your life. Okay. Now what is the title? Shoe Dog. What things come in your mind as you read the title Shoe Dog? Because you haven't read the story, as you said, what things come in your mind about what do you expect in this story? Because it is a title Shoe Dog. Will this story be about dogs? No. It has a title Shoe Dog. Come on, say something. Do you think the story will be about dogs? Will the story be about shoes? Maybe. Okay. Now, who is the author? Phil Knight, the founder of Nike company. Nike. Is anybody wearing a Nike shoes in this class? Anybody? Are you wearing Nike shoes? Is that? Yes. So you have a logo, right? How? I don't know how to. Can you make the logo over there? Can you make the logo? Okay, fine. Logo, this logo, right? The Swiss stick, right? Nike. What is the slogan of Nike company, if you have heard of on television, the slogan?
Just do it.
Just do it. I've seen this written on t-shirts also, right? What meaning does this slogan has? Does this slogan have, if you have any idea? What does it just do it mean? Any idea? No idea? Anybody? Tell, what does it mean? Just do it. What does it mean? I don't know. I also don't know. Maybe I think when an idea strikes your mind, try it. I don't know if that's the meaning. I don't know. Do not spend a lot of time thinking, shall I do, shall I not? I don't know. I don't know. But now I remember. In this story, Phil Knight follows this principle of just do it. Now, I want you to read this story seriously and make note about these 5 elements. What are they? Setting, time, place, note it down, note it down, atmosphere. Characters, dialogues, setting, character, dialogue, plot. Action, theme. Okay, go to mobile phone, go to your AI again and write this question. What are the elements of a story? Type this question. What are the elements of a story? And see if we missed something here. Okay, read what your AI tells you. What are the elements of a story? Read. Is it different than I wrote? Is something there which I have missed? Is there? Did you check? Did you check? Note down what your AI says in your copy. Note down what your AI says in your copy. Note down what your AI says in your copy. I feel very painful for one thing. Reading, especially reading literature, gives immense pleasure. I read this story last year when I had to teach it, right? I got a lot of pleasure reading this story, and it gives me a lot of pain to see that you don't like reading stories. You don't like reading literature. Yesterday I had sent you home saying, read it, and today you came to my class without reading, and I had to change my teaching. Otherwise, my plan was to ask you a question from this story to make you present. Okay, did you note down? Okay, ask another question to your AI. Your AI will be teacher for today. What is setting? Ask your question. What is setting and note down? What is setting and note down? Ask your AI what is setting and note down. In a while, I will call some of you to the front of the class with the note copies, and you will explain your note copies, your note on the screen to the class. Okay. What is setting? In setting, it's much easier to know about time and place, but it is quite difficult to know the atmosphere in a story. So ask your AI to tell you what is atmosphere in a story. Yeah?
There is no internet. No internet.
There is no internet. Okay, then take your time. In my class, if you come to my class with a mobile phone, I expect you to manage your data. I expect you to have internet connectivity, because without telling you, I ask you, log in and search. So please, if you are using a mobile phone in my class, from tomorrow, make sure there is enough data to log into net and do some research. Now, ask this question. Look at me. Finding time in a story is easy, because they mention. They mention the season, they mention the year, they mention the morning, day, everything. Finding place is also easy. Names of cities and towns are given. But can you tell me what is atmosphere in a story? What is atmosphere or environment in a story? Last year when I was teaching a word, I talked about this thing, I remember, and you forgot. Sometimes teaching you is like writing on the flowing water. When you write on the surface of water, the moment you write, it disappears. So you forget after exam, right? What is atmosphere? Okay, ask your AI. Ask your AI, what is atmosphere in a story? And see what it tells you. Ask your AI, what is atmosphere in a story? And note down what your AI says. Which AI did you use?
Gemini.
Huh?
Gemini.
Gemini, okay. Did someone use ChatGPT? Okay. A lot of people I see used ChatGPT yesterday. There was a question, find poems and stories, and many of them wrote to ChatGPT, what are the poems, stories in Dawn by Phil Knight? And they copied. That's not a good thing. You should know how to use AI. Okay. Can I see what your notes about atmosphere? Roughly written. Can you explain what is atmosphere, in your understanding, what is atmosphere?
It is a feeling or mood created by the author using literature.
Okay, have you written this thing here? I want to read it. Okay, this one. So difficult to read. Okay. What's your understanding of atmosphere? Okay, overall feeling or mood, that's a good definition. What's your definition of atmosphere?
It refers to the overall
Feeling or mood. You use Gemini? You use Gemini? You use Gemini? So you got the same answer, right? Okay. What's your answer? Okay. So atmosphere, as you can see, is, when you go to any new place for the first time, you have impressions, right? Impressions, there may be flowers, or there may be a garbage. There may be nice people, or maybe ugly people. After about few minutes reaching there, you start having some feelings arise in your mind about the place, right? So that feeling you get in a place is atmosphere. Sometimes you come to a big building, it's almost, there is no one. It's a huge building you're climbing, and you see that there is no one. And you have the feeling of being scared. Oh God, where have I come? I thought this is a hospital, but I see there is no one here. So you have atmosphere of suspense, because you don't see anyone. You have atmosphere of fear. You have atmosphere of mystery. Right? So atmosphere is dominant feeling that you get as you read a story. Because every story presents a world. Reading a story means entering a world, a writer's world. They create a world. There is a place, there are people, they are doing something, and you get into that world, in that village town, and you have impression, atmosphere. Okay. Now, I'll give you 2-3 minute time to read your notes, whatever you have made. Then I'll call you here randomly, and I'll ask you, I'll give you one topic and say, explain that in 2 minutes. Out of these 6, we have, let me give you 5 minute time. In 5 minutes, prepare brief note on any of these. I'll call you and you will present here. I'll give you 2 minute time to explain that. In 5 minutes, using your AI or not using your AI, Googling or not Googling, prepare the meaning of setting, what is characters in a story, what is dialogue in a story, what is plot. Choose one and prepare. Choose one and prepare. Because I'll call you and you will present on one. You will explain one to the class, your understanding. 5 minutes. Did you prepare the questions I had given you yesterday? Who was given to compile all questions? He's absent, right? Did you people mail him the questions? You are supposed to read the story and answer those questions. Okay, who would like to present on theme? If you want to present, raise your hand. Otherwise, I will choose one and call. Who has made notes on theme? Okay. So, because the camera is there are two options. If you have no problem being recorded over there, I won't close the lens. If you want that, no, Divakar sir, I don't want to be visible on the camera, I'll close the lens.
It's alright, you can leave it.
I should close the lens?
It is
Okay, come. So you give me permission to record you while presenting, right? Okay, here is a clip you can use here to have a clear sound. Okay, here is the pen. Shall we close this screen, new screen?
Sure.
Okay, wait a minute. Yes, so he will explain about theme. Listen carefully. Yes, go on.
So theme is basically the central idea or message of the story. So the main difference between a plot and a story is, plot and a theme is, a plot covers the series of events, what happens in the story. But a theme...
Sequence of events is plot.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a sequence of events, whereas theme is what really the story is about. It is
Okay.
it talks
what
about the
story
story.
really is about.
Yes, on a deeper level, the theme is talked about in the story.
The theme is talked about in the story.
Yeah.
What the story talks about.
Yes.
Okay.
The
And you said plot is sequence of events.
Yes.
Okay.
It is the underlying message the writer wants to convey to the reader of the story.
Okay, a new thing you said. A theme is the message that the writer is giving you through the story, right? Yes.
So few things to consider about theme is, so theme is not directly stated by the writer of the story.
I didn't
Basically,
know.
what happens
Did
is...
you listen to him? He said, theme is not directly stated. It is implied, and you have to find out. Yes.
Yes, it is implied through the characters from the story, the message on a deeper level the writer has conveyed without directly stating what it is about.
I have a question to you and to them. This class is different from last semester's class, I guess. Right? So can somebody guess what is the theme as a teacher in this class? Can someone? What is the message I'm giving you by teaching this way? Okay, go on. You could not figure out, go on.
So another is universal concept. So universal concept, what it means is basically the real life experiences. Themes, we can apply it in the real life situation.
Okay, we can apply themes in real life.
Yes.
Okay.
It is applicable, applies in the real life. Another is multiple themes. A story does not have a single theme. There can be multiple themes, and the messages can be different.
Okay, multiple themes, multiple messages. Anything else?
Yes, why theme is necessary. So basically themes gives meaning to the story. It connects with the readers on an emotional level and guides the story's direction, and it encourages thought and discussion. So thought and discussion, what happens is you are basically talking about the thought and discussions about the story. You don't talk about only the plots, but you are discussing about what the thoughts and discussions that the theme is covered while you are explaining.
Theme inspires thinking. A theme promotes discussion. Give him a big hand. Well done. Thank you so much. Thank you. Who wants to present on action? Who has prepared an action? Who would like to talk about plot? Okay, come. Before you come, I have a camera there, and if you want not to be visible on the camera, I'll close the lens. If it is okay, you can do. What do you allow me to record you being presenting, or I should close the camera lens and only voice will come?
It's okay, I'm okay.
I should close the camera?
No.
Okay. You clip it and by the collar and come. Once again, before you turn that side, wait a minute, I need a clear voice permission. Do you allow me to record you presenting?
Yes, sir.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go on. I need a permission, right? The law requires that.
Well, plot and theme are very similar, but they go hand to hand together.
Because we are presenting, what's your name? Kalash, we are presenting, so can we be a bit louder than normal voice? Go on.
So I'll be basically briefing about plot. Plot and theme are quite similar. Plot and theme go hand to hand. To clarify this statement, plot and...
Speak slowly, they need time to grasp you. Plot and theme go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Okay?
Plot drives the theme influences the plot.
Plot drives theme, theme influences plot. Could you explain that? Plot drives the theme. What is plot? Plot is this thing happens first, then this thing, then this thing, then this thing, then this plot, right? Sequence of events. As people do things, there are messages we get, right? So plot, okay, go on.
So plot is basically a structure that organizes characters, conflicts, and actions to create a better and
Wait a minute, you said plot is a structure, right? Plot is a structure to organize characters,
conflicts,
concepts,
conflicts, actions.
Action. What is a conflict in a story?
Conflict is basically the core value that the story is going to revolve around, and after the conflict is resolved, you get a distinct story.
Okay. Conflict is something that creates a problem. You want to go trekking and you ask your father to give you some money, he scolds you. Now there is a conflict between you and your father. Go on.
A well-developed plot keeps the reader engaged by building suspense, introducing challenges, and leading to a resolution.
What is resolution?
After the climax takes place, you get a moral from the story, and that moral is the resolution, meaning what you take away once the story ends.
Okay, thank you so much. Someone quickly within a minute take attendance. Now, tomorrow, you will present the setting in dawn, characters in dawn, plot in dawn, theme in dawn, characters, setting, plot, theme, and action in dawn, and you will summarize the story dawn.
Sir.
So next English class, I'll do nothing in class. And if you came unprepared, I'll just sit or quit the class without teaching you. If you came without preparation, next class, I'll quit the class without teaching you. And I wanted to show you, I have mailed you the transcriptions of my teaching of this story last semester. If you read those transcriptions, you will have a better understanding of this story. Any questions you want to ask me before I leave the class? Any questions you want to ask me? Okay.